Hello, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video, and welcome back to the horror bar. So today I am showing you my latest diorama. Now I did start making this about, I think it was about 2 months ago, but I uploaded a video about a month ago showing where I was with it, explaining that I wasn't too thrilled to be doing this one. I wasn't happy about it. I mean, I really enjoyed doing the first diorama of Resident Evil 1. But when it came to Resident Evil 2, I don't know, I started doing it and I just couldn't get into it. I really did struggle finishing this one off. Literally, it took 2 months to get done. So literally, when I did a video on it showing how far I was with it, I didn't touch it again for about 2 weeks. I just wasn't happy with it. I wasn't feeling it. I mean, with the last one I did, the Resident Evil 1, I really enjoyed making that one and it turned out absolutely fantastic. This one, I think it did turn out good. I mean, I've put the pictures up on my Instagram and my Facebook and stuff like that, and people have commented on it saying that they like it and everything, and yeah, and family members and stuff said that it's good. So I don't know. It's just I think it does look good, the overall finish of it, but I think it's because I just did not enjoy putting this together. I don't know what it was, but I just could not get into it at all. But we got there in the end, and I think, like, personally, I think, yeah, I think it did turn out looking good. Like people said, it does look good. It does look like it does help the game, the actual PlayStation. So yeah, I think it works. I mean, I'm starting to like it more the more I look at it and everything. But I think it's because I just didn't enjoy the process of building it, and I think that's what sort of put me off it, not really liking it as much. But I'm digging it now. I'm liking it now. I think it does look good. Um, so we'll just go over some of the stuff that I've used and everything. This is all being made with the foam that I always use for making these dioramas. The paint work and the paint wasn't too difficult. It was just a matter of just basically two different colours. It's just the green and the grey. What I usually do when I'm building these dioramas, I paint them all white first, and then when I've done them everything white, that's when I start adding other colours and everything. I try to make it look as accurate as possible to the video game. I did order some little lights off eBay. I wish these was a bit bigger because they do look a bit too small for me. I think they should have been about this high up, but it's what I got off eBay. I thought they were going to be bigger than they are, but they're not, and so I had to make do with them. The little lights, I made different type of little lights with hand down like they do in the game, but I didn't like the look of them, so I removed them completely, and then I was going to leave them off this diorama completely. Then I went back in, changed it up a bit, and I think it looks better. It's not accurate though because the in the game the light bulb is actually hanging down, so you can see the light bulb, and also this bit of the actual light shade is actually white. I decided to go over black and just went over with a silver paint just to go over it. I don't know if you'll be able to see some of the detail in there. It's very difficult to see the detail, but yeah. The police station, the letters in the Raccoon City police station. Originally, I actually cut the foam out and everything and made the letters and everything myself. I also did the name of the Raccoon City, the police and everything in the foam, painted it all. It looked absolutely terrible. So what I did was I just looked for images online and then I just printed them off, and then I ended up sticking the actual letters on the foam and then cutting around the foam, and then the police, the Raccoon Police, that was just paper basically what's printed off, and I stuck it on the foam and just like painted it a bit and weathered it a bit, and I think it looks so much better than what it originally was going to look like because it just wasn't good enough for what I wanted it to be. The flags are actually just paper. Again, I printed them off and then just stuck two pieces together of paper with the printed flags on. And yeah, that was pretty easy. I didn't know if I was going to actually go on eBay and have a look for actual real flags, but then I thought it's just easier just to use a printer and then just print the images off, and it just works just as good. Same for these little bullets. These came out looking really good. Now these I found online as well. The images of it was like a printed on, so it had all the sides on and everything. So all you do is just print it off, get some foam, get it sized up and everything, and then just wrap it round, and it just looks like an actual a box of bullets. So yeah, they turned out really cool. I tried to look for other ones, but I couldn't find any other ones. But they look absolutely fantastic. I like how they came out. Really simple, but really effective. So you could just put them anywhere basically. I didn't want to stick them out anywhere. Obviously these don't light up. It would be nice if I could put up a light feature in, but when I've done that in the past of my dioramas, putting little light ups and stuff, I never use them. I might only use them maybe 1 or 2 times, and that is about it. So that's why I didn't bother. I'm not a big fan of light ups because it runs the battery out, and half the time you just don't use it. It's just I didn't bother isolating, having some light up feature. So yeah, everything else is made with the foam. This bit here though is actually like a plastic wiring. What I ordered off eBay a long time ago when I needed for another diorama. I did put like bits of rubbish and stuff just in the corners and everything, just to add a bit more detail in there. If we tip it up a bit, you might be able to catch the light a bit. It's very dark in there. So yeah. And I added the little pass fin there to actually gain access. I think it's to the computer in the second game. And the flooring, I tried to make it look like it does in the game. That's why the flooring looks like it does, and it is the same colour as the doors. So yeah, I think it turned out looking good. The steps was sort of like a different colour from the images I was getting, so I was just messing around with different colours, and I think it looks good. I think it turned out okay. So yeah, and then I just put a little sign just saying obviously Resident Evil 2. There's nothing going on at the sides or anything. It's all been painted underneath at the top as well and weathered. And obviously I made all these pillars separate. So all this bit is all like separate pieces of foam that I had to glue in place and shape and everything. So yeah, that is my Resident Evil 2 diorama. Now I've got no figures out for it, like I didn't have no figures for the first Resident Evil diorama. I think I might do eventually. At the moment I'm not looking for some, but well, I'm saying that I'm not looking for some, but I have been looking online for occasional ones what might pop up what I can get. But the ones I've been looking at, you can get the 1/12 size, which is the same size as the Mezco. I think that sort of size would go pretty good with these dioramas. You can't go any bigger. You can't go like NECA size, which is like about up to 7 inches to 8 inches. It just won't look right. It has to be smaller. It has to be about at least probably 5 inches in height, the figures. I think that that sort of Mezco size would look good in here. You can get the Resident Evil figures like that size, but they're a bit on the pricey side. I mean, I was looking at the zombie one. I can't remember what company does it. There's a zombie one with Resident Evil. They're not official licensed ones, but they look absolutely fantastic. I was tempted to get the zombie police one, which is about, I think I've seen the cheapest I've seen it is about 75 quid, but it's a bit difficult to get stuff like that at the moment. I'm filming this and it's in December, so we're right on top of Christmas time, so I can't exactly justify and start ordering stuff for myself when I've got a family and everything. Plus the wife would actually say, no, you're not having anything else, it's Christmas time. So I have just put, she wasn't happy about that either, but I have just put a deposit down on the Mezco Beetlejuice because it's just come on one of the websites that I order from. So I had to pre-order that. It's not even coming out until I think it's June or July, but that had to be pre-ordered. It was only £40 deposit, but she was not happy about that. But yeah, it had to be done. I have to get that piece in because that figure looks absolutely fantastic, and I really want to try and carry on getting as much Mezco figures as I can. Probably won't get any more this year because we're obviously in December, but who's to say how many I'll get next year. Hopefully I'll get more. I did quite well this year, to be fair, to getting the Mezco figures. I'll do a video on all the stuff that I got this year and all the dioramas that I've made this year as well, and then I'll do probably a video of stuff that I want to get for next year. I'll go over the list that I made for this year, what I wanted. I didn't get a lot of the stuff on there. It always happens. I do a list for the beginning of the year, what I want, and then I tend to end up going off that list because something else pops up. But anyway, getting back to this diorama, yeah, I think it turned out looking good. It turned out looking like it does in the game. I mean, even if I didn't have this there, if I didn't have this sound there, I think anyone would know, especially playing this game, will know straight away that this is the Resident Evil 2 diorama. So hopefully you've liked this video and you've enjoyed it, and it's given you some ideas as well, building this yourself. Again, I keep doing this and I don't know why I keep doing it. I keep forgetting to take photos when I'm building this because I get carried away, even though I did not enjoy making this one. But I still didn't even take photos. But if you want to leave messages on this video, I will get back to you if you want any ideas and stuff like this, making it. Also, I did make some extras to this and I forgot to bring them in. And the paint work is not fantastic on these because the paint that I used was not the usual paint that I usually use. It was the only blue that I had. So I did make some like barricades. These are in the game, but you always see them from the back of them. So this is how I'll probably use them. I don't know if I'm going to be using the diorama. I might just stick them there like that. Technically they don't have them outside the police station, but they have them around the city in the game, these sort of barricades. I also did some cones, but the cones turned out looking terrible. And they don't look fantastic. I've painted them wrong as well. I painted them the wrong colour. In the game they're supposed to be red with the white stripes. Instead I've gone with the orange with the white stripes. I don't know why, but the cones do look a bit really bad, basically. They don't look fantastic, but I don't know if I'll be using them anyway, but they sort of do the job for now. I mean, so yeah, you could have it like that. I could have it displayed like that. Again, it's not something that I have to use. It's just some little extras that I fancied making with it, because obviously they was in the game. So I just thought I'll just make these little extras, and then I don't have to use them. I can just have them there if I want to, basically. Something like that, basically. So yeah, again, getting back to the beginning of what I was saying, I always forget to take pictures, but if you want any help or tips or anything like that on making these dioramas, I could do another video on building certain things. I can do that, it's not a problem. But on this channel, I don't usually get as many views on my dioramas. I don't know why. I don't know if it's to do with the algorithm of the YouTube. It's a shame though, because it's a shame on other people obviously not being able to see some of these dioramas that I make, because I think some of them do turn out absolutely fantastic, and plus it would help other people out who want to make these dioramas. So if you could hit that thumbs up for us, please, it might get these dioramas out more on YouTube more, so people are interested in these dioramas and making them themselves, and obviously they'll be able to see the ones that I've made, and then they can get ideas, because I watch a lot of videos on YouTube of other people making dioramas, and that gives me more ideas, because you're always learning as well when you're making these. You don't stop ever learning on ideas of how to make this and paint wise and stuff like that. That's why it's always good to keep on making them. Sometimes it can be a bit of a drag making them. Like this one's a bit of a drag making, but I got there in the end and I am happy with it. There's a couple of little things I probably would try and change out. I mean, I would like to make it a bit smaller because it's quite a big piece, but I keep doing that anyway. I try to make them smaller, but they end up being bigger. I just can't do it. I don't know, some people, like, you get some people that make these dioramas what are really super tiny, like this sort of size diorama. It's like, how the hell did they do that? It's crazy. But I know a lot of people out there who make the dioramas. They use a lot of 3D printing and stuff like that. I don't have anything like that. I try to make, well, I pretty much do. I make everything from scratch. The only thing I use, which is a bit of a cheat, is my printer to print out images of stuff that I need to use, and maybe like obviously ordering little lights and stuff. But apart from that, everything else is handmade. I just look around of stuff that I've got, or I'll go out to some shops and I'll find something that I really want to use to put in a diorama. So I just don't have access to a 3D printer or anything. If he had one, I probably would use it. So I can't say that they're cheating or out, because they're not cheating. It's just that they've got access to one. I haven't. So this is why I make them by hand. But yeah, I'm going on now. So yeah, again, hit the thumbs up for us, please. If you like this video, leave a comment down below. Subscribe for me if you're not subscribed. I'm trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers. We're at 800, so we're getting there. It has took, I think this is my 3rd year of doing YouTube videos, so it has taken me a long time, but I don't mind. It's not an overnight thing. I've got a lot of subscribers who do interact, and I do like interacting because it feels more personal as well when they comment on certain things and I get back to them and stuff, so it is nice to have that. But yeah, again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.